Hello, I'm back. I'm going to show you today how to make a beanie, like one that looks like from the store. I like a store-bought one. And anybody can do this because I'm going to do it on the loom. So all you have to do is buy a loom and you're good to go. So let's get started. So, anyway, I'm going to start with this little loom here. I'm going to use this multicolored one so you can see it easier. And I'll show you, actually I'll show you first what the store-bought. Okay, so this is a store-bought beanie. Okay, so you can see it has the inside lining. Well, it's double. And it has the tag. So that's a store one. This is one that I made, and it's got the inside. And then I put a little thing on it, but it's got the same type of stitching, but it's just a thicker. You can see how the rows, and then it just goes on. It has the inside. And then this one is one that I knitted on the loom. It looks store-bought, and it's double. Has the lining in the inside too. It's pretty much reversible. And the smaller the yarn you use, the more it looks like a store-bought beanie. So you can see, I mean, it looks almost exactly, it's got the same stitch pattern. But this is the yarn that I used for this one here. Hopefully you can see it in the camera. Let me see if you can see it in the camera. Yeah, okay, good. So like I said, the smaller, the thinner you use, but I mean, it took a long time to do this because the longer that you want it, so that was 10, you got to almost double that. So you've got to, I think I did like 20, it was either 21 or 22 inches, because if it's double, it's got to be like 21 inches long because it's got the inside. Does it make sense? So when it's not inside each other, it's long, like almost sleeve length. So anyways, that's that one, and this is the store-bought one. So this is the short one. This is like a little kind of a kid's beanie, and that's 7.5 inches. So this is what the regular knitted hat, like, this is not knitted on loom. This is just like hand stitch. I threw a bunch of yarns together. This isn't the multi yarn. This is some other really nice stuff I used. But this hat is a couple years old. I have wore the heck out of this hat because I love it so much. I mean, I love this hat. This is my hat. I wear the heck out of it. Anyways, okay, so what you need is your loom and your little thing here. You can even make a little tiny hat for like Barbies. Anyways, so first you need to, I wrap it around here, okay? So if this bar is facing you, I'm here. So I'm going to wrap it that way, and again. Wait, I'm not gonna start on that one. I'm gonna wrap it twice. Okay. I'm gonna go 1, 2. Wait, sorry. 1, 2. I'm gonna start on the next one. Okay. I'm not going to start on the one right by it. I'm going to start on this one. And then I'm going to flip that over. Okay? And then I'm just going to pull that like that in the back. This doesn't have to be too tight, and you don't want it too loose. So you're going to go around twice and just hold that back and pull that over. Okay, and then just pull it tight. Okay, around twice and lift this over. Around twice and lift that over. Around twice and lift that over. You're just going to do this for the bottom, only for the first row. So do this all the way around for the first row. Okay? So just keep doing this all the way around for the first row. Just keep going. Just keep going. Whoops. And I don't want to do this in fast mode, this first one, so that you can get this. I want you to be able to go around the back, around to the front, to the back, to the front. And then pull it tight, but not too tight. Do it again. And again. Let me see, can you see me in the video? Let me see. I hope you can see me. So you're going to wrap it around the back, and then around the back to the front again. Oh, that's the same color. That might not show up very well. Let me get past this color. That's the same color. Alright, so I'm going to say blue. Alright, get some more yarn here. Alright, so wrap it around twice. And then flip it over the top. Okay. Let me see if I can bring it close up to the camera. I can stand behind the camera and maybe do it if it needs to be close up. I don't know if I can do it that way. I'll try. Then the lighting's not very good. Maybe I can bring the light right up on it. Okay, so it's behind. So we're going to bring it to the front, wrap around the back, back to the front, and then we're going to flip this over. Okay, and then pull it tight to the back. Around to the front, and to the front again. And then you're going to take this one. I'm trying to watch the camera and do it at the same time. It's kind of crazy. And flip that over. And then pull it tight. See that? Okay. The reason I have rote on mine is because I do different things sometimes when I don't hand knit. P and K means purl, knit, or I'll do knit, purl. I'll write on various ones because I have a whole bunch of these, various different sizes. Alright, and then that one's a little loose. Whoops. Don't worry if it comes off, just push it back on. Push it back in. My hands are getting weak from working with clay for so many years. I'm getting old. Alright. Gotta find some other hobbies that I enjoy that aren't so hard on my hands. Alright, so around to the back. And then flip it over. Alright, so once you get all the way around, I mean, this is really easy, I swear. I promise you could do this. This one is being a pain. My hands are kind of weak. Barely get that in. That one just doesn't want to stay. There we go. I've used these so many times. Okay, so let's do this again. Okay. Now almost back around to the start. Okay. So once you get here, okay, this is where it gets easy. I mean, even easier. You're going to bring this to the front, and you're going to flip this one over. That's it. Bring it to the front, flip it over. Bring it to the front, flip it over. Whoops. Front, flip it over. Front, flip it over. Front, flip it over. Bring this one to the front, flip the bottom one over the top of it to the back. Same thing. Bring this to the front, flip the bottom one over the top. I don't know if this light is too much of a glare. Let's try it without the light. Bottom one over. So it's basically this thing, you just keep it to the front. You can just keep it to the front and just keep flipping these over. This is how I do it. Just keep the string in front and flip them over. Just keep flipping it over. Push it all down. That's what you're going to do the rest of the time until you get it as long as you want. Okay? So I would suggest if you want an adult size hat, you do the biggest loom that you have, because this is going to probably shrink down to a baby size hat, even though it looks big, because when you make these shrink down. This was probably made on one size loom bigger than this, and look how small that is. This is probably a child size, one size bigger than a toddler. See, this is a big kid's hat, and it's wider, and this is the store one, and this is the one I made. So this is probably going to be a baby's beanie. And I don't know which size this one is. Anyways, so that's all you're going to do the rest of the time. Is this is going to be in the front, and you're going to flip the bottom one over. 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 And then just push it back down. And that's all you're going to do the rest of the time. Is just keep flipping this over. Whoops, even if you miss one, just go back and do it. See, I missed one. You can just go back and flip it over. Just keep going around, and then just do it again. Okay? And then do it again. Once you come back around, and then do it again. Okay? Just keep going, keep going, keep going until you measure, you know. You don't want to stop at 10 unless you don't want an inside layer. And then you can tie it off the top. I'll come back and do a second part once I knit this. I'll come back and do a second part, or there's tons of tutorials that'll teach you how to tie off the top, but there's a little bit different way how to tie off the top of this when you're doing this one. So what I'll do is I'll finish one off, and then I'll come back to the second part and show you how to tie the top off, so you can get the double if you want an inside. Yeah, well, yeah, that's probably the only way you can do it, because yeah, well, I'll have to come back and show you how to do that one. Anyways, that's how to do the first part. So this will be part 1, and I'll come back with part 2 as soon as I'm done doing this one and show you how to tie off the top. Alright guys, talk to you later. Hope you enjoy. Bye.